Okay, we're going to import our media, Command I, and you can find in your movies folder the videos that I've given you, and then also the 10 photos that you've downloaded along with the music that I provided. And hit import, and it will appear in your project bin. All right, to create a title card, bring your playhead to the top of your timeline sequence, and then hit Command T for a text layer. Get your type tool, and come in here and type your name and the project information. So now you're going to highlight everything in here. Make sure you're in your graphics workspace. Come over here to the side and change the color by coming into the fill section by clicking, finding a color you like. So let's go with green. And then I'm going to add in maybe a stroke to it. I'm going to add a little bit of a background there. And then I'm going to maybe adjust the sizing a little bit. And then at the end, I'm going to align it. And the way you'll see is there are two buttons under the align button that's allow you to center it vertically and horizontally. In my version, they are here, but yours is right below the align words. And that is how we create our title card. At the end of that, you want to make sure you go back to your selection tool and you want to go back to your editing template. Okay, so to start editing, we already have our title card here on our timeline. So the first thing I want you to do is choose your music bed. So come over to your project bin and find the music that I have provided and choose which one you want. You can double click on it and then move your playhead up here in the preview window to play it to see if you like it. Choose which one you want. I know I'm going to use this one. I'm going to drag it down to audio channel 2 at the top of my playhead. So A1, A2, A3, V1, V2, V3. Those are your audio channels and your video channels. I want your music on audio channel 2 because you will have video on video 1 and it will have attached audio, which will automatically add it to audio 1. So the next thing, you're going to come up here to this folder and hit this back arrow. And what I would like you to do is to edit clips. So we have mountain life and beach footage. So for the first thing, you're going to double click on your beach footage, come up to your preview monitor and find a scene that you like. So I'm going to drag this playhead to the very beginning of the scene. So say I like this one. What I'm going to do is hit I for in, drag the playhead about 5 seconds. And the way I can tell, I'm going to bring it to the playhead. So it starts at 17 seconds. So I'm going to bring it about maximum 5 seconds. Even if the clip is longer, that's all you really want. So I'm going to bring it to there. Hit O for out. And so just this gray section here is what I'm going to bring to my timeline. So to do that, I'm going to click in the middle of this box and drag it down. So you can see that it dragged down just that section from the gray. So after the beach footage, I'm going to go to the mountain footage. And then I'm going to come up here and find a clip that I like. Oh, I like that green stuff. I for in. Watch that timeline over here, move it to about maximum 5 seconds. So it's at 118. I'm going to bring it to about right there. O for out. And I'm going to click in here and drag it down next to the beach. So you're going to alternate beach, mountain, mountain. And you're going to do that for about a minute on your timeline. To tell if it's a minute, this is your timeline. So 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, etc. So now go back to beach footage, find a new clip that you like. So say I like this one, I for in, move it maximum 5 seconds, O for out, click and drag. Oh, that's way too long. I did something wrong. So hit Command Z to undo. So find the beginning, I for in, O for out, click and drag. Don't forget, you can always use Command Z to undo something just like I needed to. Say I want to extend this clip a little bit. I can also come to my timeline, hover over the edge of it while I get that red bracket and just extend it a little bit longer. So do 1 minute's worth of beach, then mountain, then beach, then mountain. It has to alternate. Okay, now that I have about a minute's worth of footage alternating beach to mountain, I'm going to go ahead and put pictures in. So pictures default to 5 seconds. So let's import some pictures. Command I to import. All right, I want to make sure our selection tool is selected to edit with. And now I've got some pictures here. So what I'm going to do is click and drag this picture over to my timeline. And it is going to automatically default to 5 seconds. I can go ahead and edit it to the beat of the music and make it shorter by hovering over the edge, or longer if I so choose. If I want to stretch out my audio timeline to see it better, Option and a plus sign stretches it out, and then I can see and I can make this part smaller. I can see my music a little bit better. Just use the plus sign to zoom in on your timeline as well if you'd like. I'm going to cut it about right there. It also helps to hear them. And then I'm going to just drag some more. If you need to scale your pictures because they're not full screen or if they're too blown up, you're going to right click, scale to frame size. You can then do the same if it's too blown up, scale to frame size. And you see how there are some black bars on the side? If we want to take those away, come up to your Effect Controls panel, scale, and you're going to blow it up a little bit more. Same with this one. Click on the picture, come up to my scale, blow it up a little bit just to get rid of those black bars. Okay, once you have all your photos in and they're edited to the beat of the music, we're going to trim our music to the end. So you're going to scroll down your timeline, hover over the edge and trim it. And then what I'm going to do is add in an effect on both the end of the video and the audio to fade out, because otherwise it would just be a hard out. There we go. We don't want that. We want it to fade. So to do that, you come to your Effects tab over here. Let's go to Audio Transitions, Crossfade, and I'm going to drag Exponential Fade on the edge of my audio so it highlights it red. And then I'm going to do, for my video transitions, I'm going to go under Dissolve, Dip to Black, and add that to the edge so it highlights it green. And then now this is what it looks like. Hold on. So that did not drop, so let's make sure it gets on there. Now it's there. Let's see. All right. So we have a transition at the end for both the audio and the video. And the next thing for you to do would be to mute all of the sound related to these videos. So to mute it, you need to make sure you can see this white line in the middle of your audio. So if you cannot see it, hit Option and plus, and that'll stretch, if you're in your timeline, Option and plus, and it'll stretch your audio channels out. So then to mute it, I'm going to click and drag that white line all the way down. So I'm going to do that for all those videos so I can just hear the song. That is how we mute individual clips. And then after we do that, what we're going to do is we want to add transitions in between some of the clips and some of the photos, in addition to some effects. How do we do that? We're going to go back to our Effects tab over here, and I'm going to go to Video Transitions. So anything under this Video Transitions folder could work. So let's say we're going to go to Immersive Video. And right now, transition between the video and my photo. Say I want to drag this. So I'm going to click and drag it. And what I'll do is I'm going to drop it between those two. So you see how it's highlighting it right there. And then what's going to happen, if I play head back, I could see how it works. And that is how you do a transition. So make sure you pay attention to the criteria of how many transitions you need. So here's another transition. We'll do a cross zoom. I'm going to do it between these two pictures here. Just had to give it a moment to be impactful. So that's how you do your. And now what we need to do is add some video effects. So under my Effects tab, Video Effects. And then what I'm going to do here is find something that I like to play with underneath any of these folders. So for example, if I want to use something that's under Stylize, if I want to use brush strokes. So let's click and drag brush strokes onto this picture that I can see in my monitor. And you can see it gets a little bit fuzzy. I don't like how much that is. So what you do, once you drag and drop an effect to your picture or to your video, you have to come up here to your effect controls panel, and then you're going to adjust the numbers located underneath that effect you just put on. So I can adjust the brush size and make it a little bit smaller. I can make it a little bit bigger so it's less pixelated. I can change the density of it. Just depends on what you want to see. I can change the angle of it. So I see a little bit more of the picture. So it just really depends on what you want to use. So say you want to do something with color, and I want to adjust this and add some fun colors to this Glastonbury Abbey. What I'm going to do is drag this Lumetri color and drop it. And it doesn't look like anything happened. Well, that's because I now have to go up to my effect controls panel, find that effect, and then change the settings with it. So for this one, there's a lot of options. I can click on the arrows and just start playing around with things to see what I like. There's basic correction as well. You can change the saturation of something. You can adjust highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, contrast. I can go to the curves for things a little more complicated. And by clicking and dragging in there, let me find it. I can adjust those, add different anchor points to see what I like. See, there are all sorts of options. I can drag it here. Just find things that you really like. Make it creative, make it fun. Color wheels, I can change that color by clicking and dragging. So you just have to remember with your effects, once you drag it from over here and drop it onto your timeline, you need to come up to effect controls and change those settings related to it. All right, so we have our title card, we have our videos, we've muted our audio, we have our song, we have transitions, effects, we have our pictures, and we have faded out at the end. So now save it, Command S, and now we need to export it. Command M to export. And then yours is actually going to look a little bit different than this because this is a newer version. But what you're going to do is change the file name. So I'm going to title it Edit Exercise. And then I'm going to make sure it's in my movies folder. And I'm going to make sure that it is H.264. And that it is the match source bitrate. And then when I'm done, you're going to hit export. The settings are the same, even though that window might look a little bit different. And when it's done exporting, it'll be in my movies folder. And that is the project you upload to Google Classroom.